Hello, good morning, and good afternoon, my fellow wastelanders, vault dwellers, and those of you who honestly just look outside and be like, maybe ghouls are an improvement. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Josh. You're on an episode of Dead Men Streaming, and as always, for this particular video series, this is simple. Little bit of nonsense, but not a whole lot of fuss. This series is taking place today on May the 27th, 2025, for the weekly event changeover and scoreboard changeover. Well, not scoreboard, but challenge changeover. There we go. The right words do make a difference. All right, so let's talk about our weekly, and this is going to be an easy week, straight up, no question about it. First, build anything in a workshop or a camp. Anything means anything. Did not stutter. Claim a workshop, 0 out of 3. So you have to go to one of these lovely icons on the map, like Dabney Homestead, or Abandoned Bogtown, or Berkeley Springs West, and claim them. If you're not familiar with how to claim a workshop, you show up, you kill any enemies there, you spend 25 caps, you wait for the button to click off, and that's like a 15, 20-second wait. Then, when it's over, you'll gain access to that spot as a temporary building area where you can put down anything you want, with only a handful of exceptions. The flip of that is that you can be attacked by other players, and there will be an event that pops up shortly after that says to defend that particular camp. It was a great idea when the game came out. It has since lost a lot of the interest. It's a good place to go if you need some very basic plans because you will get plans rewarded. But generally speaking, it is what I like to call a complete and total waste of time. That's a personal thing. I just hate doing them. I'll be re-rolling that for something that's a little less time consuming. Okay, going back into challenges. Collect a board game, 0 out of 4. The place to go do this, with no question whatsoever, is to pop over to the White Spring Resort, go to the White Spring Refuge, far in the back, near the scrap box, near the stamp vendor, near Bubbles, and keep in mind Bubbles in a minute. You can find a relax room that has a pile of board games in it. Now, it's not an instance. You may have to go a couple of different times to find them there, but they are there. Speaking of Bubbles, one of the other challenges is going to have you looking for Nuka-Cola Wild down over here. Bubbles is an NPC vendor and sells Nuka-Cola Wild. You can buy them from her if you don't have them. All right, moving on. Crafting ammo at a workbench and craft a throwable weapon. Go to a tinkerer's bench, go to a weapons bench. Very straightforward. Kill a floater, 0 out of 10. Now, this one's not much more complicated, honestly. You can pick up 3 floaters outside of the General Steakhouse. You can pick up half a dozen of them at the Big Mall, located right here, which is near the retreat, near Berkeley Springs, north of Berkeley Springs Station, where there are going to be about 6 of them. You can find another trio down at Big B's Rest Stop right over here. And you can usually find a bunch hanging out around Willard Corporate Housing over here next to Wavy Willard's Water Park. So, variety of good places to go and look for them. You also have to pop off 9, that I said 9, right? 9 mutant hounds. My go-to spot for mutant hounds is always going to be West Tech Research Center. You can pick up 2, 3 to 5 outside. There's 2 in the back, usually 3 in the front, and then you can get another half-ish dozen inside the research center itself. Barring that, you can usually pick up a decent number of them over in Huntersville as another good location for your mutant hounds. There are some that hang around Horizon's Rest east of Helvetia if you haven't made it that far. All right, going on back to challenges. Okay, from there, it's scrapping junk to produce plastic and wood. With these, go to a tinkerer's workbench and then craft bulk plastic and craft bulk wood. You do that, then you scrap those bulk items and it counts for the challenge. Sell a weapon to an NPC vendor. Ironically, you're making throwable weapons, of which grenades can be included. Um, so just make some Molotovs. Simple, combined, probably the cheapest, or throwing knives, the second cheapest, and then sell them. Or that also counts for legendary weapons you're selling to the legendary exchange. So if you have those and you want to get rid of them, eat them in that direction. Finally, daily challenges. Once again, the game wants you to collect soap. Uh, Again, head over to White Springs. Best place for it. Pop in, go to the White Springs Mall. And if you are lucky, you'll find a couple of pieces of soap hanging down around the massage parlor where the assaultatrons are no longer allowed to give you a massage. You can also find some soap outside of the White Springs. Look for a red building, and there's some piles of soaps in there. It's a maintenance tile building garage type shed. Otherwise, you'll just find soap randomly through the world. You may just want to pick that one up last because it has been dropping as a body drop sometimes. From there, complete the event Invaders from Beyond, which happens on the hour every hour. Consume an alcoholic beverage, any beer, whiskey, rum, wine, whatever. Um, those all count. Craft any chems, so just make something at a chemistry station. Craft or scrap a melee weapon. Yeah, just break some throwing knives. Cripple a scorched arms and kill a human enemy. Scorched are everywhere. One of my favorite, easiest go-to places is White Powder Winter Sports. There's only about a handful of them there, so not a problem to do that. And then to kill 10 human enemies, take a look. What's our daily ops is decryption? For right now, don't try to cripple anything in a daily op. It's not the easiest. They're actually making a change to that the next patch, just to let you know. So, killing 10 human enemies. My usual go to spot is the Kanawha County Cemetery because there's about 10 cultists that hang out inside that chapel building. Aside from that, any place you could find cultists, like Point Pleasant, where I was just at yesterday in real life, Clancy Manor, um, some other places. You can get Blood Eagles at Bloody Frank's. You can get Blood Eagles at Crimson Prospect. I mean, there's a lot of places you can find human enemies. Doing all that will take care of it for you. It's a simple week this week. Now, I do want to note next week is patch week, June the 3rd. The next season for Fallout 76 begins. So, get as close to, if you haven't gotten to 150 yet, well, hopefully this is enough points to get you there. If you have, remember you get another 200 atoms every 10 levels. That's how the stamp breakdown works, just a thing. So I'm going to be trying to pick up 12 more levels, I think, by the math that I can. I don't know. I'll find out. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Josh. I do hope this has helped you out. Again, the only difficult things on this, and that's not collect a board game, go into the White Spring Refuge, go in the back, collect or drink Nuka Cola Wild, go buy it from Bubbles at the White Spring Refuge. Go get soap, go do that at the White Spring Mall. Kill a floater, go do that at the Big Mall, Big B's rest stop, and outside of the General Steakhouse. Kill a mutant hound, you can pick some up at the General Steakhouse. You can also pick them up at West Tech. Scrapping junk for plastic and wood, just bulk it and scrap it. Craft a throwable weapon and ammo. Again, just go do all that. And as for me, I am re-rolling Claim a Workshop. What do I get? Oh, scrap junk to produce lead. Okay, also easy. And not to brag, literally not to brag, but I don't drink booze anymore. So instead, I looks like I'm going to re-roll that and get collect ballistic ammo. That's actually easier. All right, but that's just me. What you re-roll will give you something entirely different. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Josh. Please, please, please. Oh, yes, I did say please. If this video is helpful to you in any way, shape, or form, give me a like, give me a follow, give me a subscribe, share it with your friends, and get some eyes on my channel. I could use them. All right, till then, you guys have a wonderful day. and I will see you all again soon.